Happy St. Patrick's Day. It is March 17th, 2025. And I am Shelby. If you don't know me, got my fancy St. Patrick's Day ring on. If you don't know me, I live in Carter County. I'm trying to do this once a week to kind of get everybody on the same page once a week. I just save Facebook posts throughout the week in all the different groups that I'm in, and try to distill it to you in a good, easy to listen to way, with different resources, needs, and volunteer opportunities in our area. If you're not in our area, please stay around and watch, because there's lots of opportunities if you're remote to support as well. And just to give a little update, if you're not in our area, we have our rivers are getting cleaned up, which is very exciting. It makes me happy to go past the river, and where I'm used to seeing furniture and things, it's not there. So that is a happy thing. Our bridge is still out here in Carter County and Elizabethton. And then, of course, in several other areas, their bridges are out, Poging and such. Anyways, but last night we had a pretty crazy windstorm, lightning, thunderstorm. I know, I'm pretty sure the lightning took out my coffee machine. I'm not going to complain about it. But this morning I woke up and it had been on for hours, and it anyways, it was kind of weird. So the weather was crazy last night. There was trees that had fallen. I know people were without power this weekend too, with that. So if you're not in our area, there was some kind of crazy weather around here this weekend. I think we're through it. I'm hoping we are through the worst of it. And other updates, general updates in our area. Families are having to move out of their hotels. Their FEMA vouchers are running out, and it sounds like this time they're not getting extended. I've watched all week. There's one specific post that has a thread of families trying to get those extensions approved. So if you're seeing families in need of campers, tiny homes, that kind of thing, it's most likely because their vouchers have run out, which I think is kind of confusing for people who aren't in our area, why it seems like we go through this ups and downs of people having housing and shelter, and then they don't. And I would say that that's why. There's a thread if you're somebody who has access to resources, as far as homes, tiny homes or campers or things. There is a thread that I'm following that I could send to you, just of people reaching out for help. I think big time, the people who are needing the most help right now are renters, people who lost their homes due to the rent, that were renting during the flood. I think that seems to be a really, really tough position to be in if you were renting during Helene. It seems like those are the people who are consistently having to ask for help, and that makes sense because you probably have to have first and last month's rent to get into a place. And I've recently been a renter, and it's insane what those prices look like here. So anyway, that's kind of an update. Families kind of moving out of hotels because of those vouchers. I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute. I am kind of upset because I saw that Silverado's is closing down their venue. So they were a relief hub in the Swannanoa area up until last week, or maybe the week. Well, I think it was the beginning of March, that they stopped being a distribution hub. But I saw right before I went live that they are actually closing down their business. Which makes me so frustrated. It makes me so frustrated for them. To be clear, I'm not mad at them. I am mad at the situation that we're in, because it seems like small businesses have really stuck their neck out, and they have done a lot of sacrificing their own supplies and their own spaces. And it seems like these small businesses are now taking the hit for that, for what they've done since October. And to see these small businesses closing that have been literally the lifeline for so many communities in our area, it's getting me heated. I'm getting a little mad about it. And I am kind of brainstorming a way, our tourist season here is going to be weird and different. I think we all know that. And like part of us are probably like, don't come. And other people are like, but we need the like economically, we need people to come, that kind of thing. And I'm trying to brainstorm a way of like how to get all of us on the same page of like what businesses are open, what small businesses have had to close permanently, what small businesses are trying to rebuild, that kind of thing. I created a form that I can list here of where maybe we just like, if you're a small business in the area, even if you weren't directly affected by the flooding, but like just letting people know from outside our area who are traveling in where they can help put money into our local community. And like instead of going to Bojangles, they go to Jiggies or like some sort of like, I don't know, just like a database of like what small businesses in our area there are. I think that would be really cool. So I'm working on that. Okay, that's all of my rant. One update I will say, 72 The Mission, they're incredible people doing incredible things, mostly in Washington, Johnson, and Greene County areas, it seems like they're supporting. But they are having a meeting on April 7th at 6 o'clock. And it's literally just like for anybody in those counties who wants to get on the same page, kind of like the idea that I'm doing here, but in real life. They're all going to get together and kind of brainstorm long-term things. I don't believe there's any sort of government involved. I think it's just people getting together. Whereas like we have other pockets of long-term recovery groups, but they seem to be kind of government focused. 72 The Mission is an option for like Washington, Johnson, and Greene County. So as far as resources for those in our area, in Carter County specifically, on March 24th at 10 a.m., there is a meeting happening at Carter County Courthouse, and that's going to be for a grant for homes. So if you're somebody in our area who lost their home, that would be a very good meeting to attend on March 24th at 10 a.m. Other resources in our area is baby formula and food. Heartland Fellowship posted that they have that available. 72 The Mission also posted a really awesome graphic for specifically East Tennessee, but help with utilities. So I'll link 72 The Mission so you can look at their page. But also, if you are somebody who needs help with utilities specifically in East Tennessee, reach out to me and I'll send you the graphic that I've saved that they had posted of how to get help for those utilities. Appalachian United Initiative posts almost weekly, I think, of resources for Unicoi in Washington County. So if you're in that area, they have really good graphics that kind of show like food resources or like rebuild resources and things like that. So that is Appalachian United Initiative, that group. And then let's see. So those are kind of the resources for our area. Again, I would say March 24th at 10 a.m. If you're a homeowner in Carter County, that meeting would probably be very helpful to you. So needs in our area, Donna Wysong posted about needing some help with men's clothing, specifically pants, 34 by 30 pants, and then 10 to 10 and a half for shoes, and a jacket. So Donna posted about that. She also posted about a woman who is in need of a couple of things. It looks like she's needing a washer and dryer first and foremost, but insulation for her home and a vehicle. Again, Donna would be the person to contact if you have any resources for them. Another one that's kind of fun is Mountain River Family Campground. I talked about them last week when they have a volunteer opportunity coming up, but they post about needing like flower bulbs, like tulip bulbs and seeds to kind of replant in their area. I thought that would be kind of fun. And then another, like, it's not a GoFundMe, but it's Give, Send, Go. That was posted. I will post in the comments or in the post about Jessica is her name, and she's again a renter And her rental assistance is still pending with FEMA. She's applied and called and called and called, and it's still pending. So she created a GoFundMe link. So I will list that. Let me see. Somebody last night did have damage to their RV. Appalachia Recovery Coalition is who to reach out for if you have an RV that could be used for somebody whose RV kind of got damaged in the windstorm last night. So those are the needs for the area. And then volunteer opportunities. This one, I think they've done a great job organizing. It's North Carolina Outdoor Adventures. It's NC Outdoor Adventures is their Facebook page. They're doing a cleanup of the Tow River, and that's going to be on March 29th, April 13th, and May 4th. And there will be food for the volunteers. They have separated the crews it seems very organized. And then they also have an Amazon wish list of the gear that is needed for those cleanups. So I'll list their Amazon link. But they are going to have both crews in boats and then crews on foot on toes in the Tow River. Okay, anyway, cleaning up. So that's one three volunteer opportunities, but cool thing that they're doing, and it seems very well organized. Hands and Feet, their Facebook page is HND '(S) and FT, so Hands and Feet, but kind of abbreviated. They posted that they're needing help with getting a septic tank emptied. They're needing 2 temporary power poles placed, and then help with waterproofing a basement. And then the last volunteer opportunity that I thought was it was really quite sweet and something that literally any of us can do. I'm going to add her number here in a banner for y'all right now, and then I'll put it in the replay notes. But there was a really sweet documentary done of this woman. Her name's Alma. She's in the Weaverville area, but a sweet volunteer opportunity would just be to reach out to her. She literally, the man who was filming was like, "What do you need?" And she was like, "I just want to be able to talk to somebody, to have friends," as she lost her spouse during Helene, and she's just feeling lonely. So it was really sweet. She's got a story, a hard story from the storm, and she was just asking for friends, just asking for, some companionship as she's shifted into being a widow. So her name's Alma, and I will link that as well. And I can share the short is 5-minute documentary of her story. But anyways, that is what I have today. And just a reminder, the TLC Center, that is this QR code. They are still asking for funds to get into their new building. They still need a little over 200,000, I think. I know that they're real close to that halfway goal. That was what they at least needed. They at least needed 200,000 to get their mortgage payment down to be what their rent is currently at their place that they're renting right now. So they're very close to that 200,000. They're a pregnancy crisis center in our area, but they have been a huge blessing for all things flood relief, and then just they have blessed our community in a lot of ways for the past 25 years, and I know that they will continue to. So if you want to support more long-term recovery type things, that's the QR code. I hope I'm pointing to the right way. Anyway, yep, that is all I've got for today. Thank you for being here, and I'll post with all the things. So thank you.